My name is Gary Giamboi. My two students, Renshi's Howard Kuhn and Sean Fry, were both with me at Honbu in November 2019, just before it closed for COVID-19. They also accompanied me on my latest trip to the Genbukan Honbu Dojo, which is shown here in this photo, in June and July of this year. However, what made this trip extra special was that with Soke's approval, I took my 11-year-old son with me. Both Soke and Hanshi helped me ensure that he was safe and had a good time in Japan. My son got a bad cold and constipation while there. They were constantly monitoring his progress and even bought medicine for him. It felt good to be part of an extended, caring family.
Hey. Hey.
Staying at Honbu for a month gave us the time to enjoy 5 days in Kyoto and see some of Japanese history. This is Kyoto's famous Golden Pavilion. Here is the start of a formal tea ceremony in Kyoto and the view from its window. The next two photos are from Sensoji Temple in Asakusa. Before we get into the main reason I am making this video, let me give you some background concerning my time with Tanemura Soke. When I met Tanemura Soke in New York in 1988, I knew he was a gifted martial artist who could teach me true Japanese martial arts. It took me 36 years to begin to understand the true import of that feeling I had so long ago in New York, and it all came together on July 17th, 2024 at 20:03 Japan Standard Time. This is when I passed the Genbukan test for Shihan. Mentally, it is a very hard test. The easy part is only moving your body from one location to about 45 centimeters to your right while remaining in Seiza. The hard part is doing it before Tanemura Soke completes his sword cut with a live 808 katana, which comes from behind you without warning, not once, but two separate times. The first time, Soke cuts Daijodan Makogiri, starting from one step behind you. The second cut is from Daijodan Karatake Wari, in which Soke is standing directly behind you with the live sword over your head. Now my exact test time was unknown to me, but Soke kindly gave me 3 sessions over 3 days to prepare me mentally for the exam. The first time, Soke had me practice with him cutting in both Daijodans with a bamboo shinai. I did get hit by Daijodan Karatake Wari. Soke used a wooden bokuto the second time, and I did better. For the final preparation, Soke used an aluminum blade iaito. Again, with his coaching and encouragement from Kotaro Hanshi, Soke said I was almost perfect. Then on the evening of July 17th, Soke suddenly said it was time. Now the power of training at Honbu entered the equation. My onigashimasu during the bow was not only for Soke. It was for all the guardian spirits of Honbu. I knew my prayer was answered when Soke put the true blade on my right shoulder. I could feel its weight, but I could also feel pure power flow into my hara through the blade, through Soke from the kamidana. My spine straightened, the crown of my head lifted, and I felt the power flow through me. Then it was time to move. Suddenly, I saw the kiseki, the tip of the blade, 1 centimeter from the tatami, just to the left of my hip. Before I could digest what had just happened, I returned to the same spot in front of Soke, and he placed the blade on my shoulder again. After a moment, I knew it was time to move again. And once more I saw the tip of the blade in the same place. I had passed the test. Soke and Hanshi looked as happy as I felt. Hanshi had videotaped the test. I was anxious to watch it because I wanted to see the timing of the start of Soke's cuts versus the start of my movements. The timing was beyond what I had hoped for. The video shows I clearly felt the cut begin and then I exploded away. This was something extra special because I normally wear hearing aids because my hearing has diminished. However, I do not wear them while training. So I knew I could not rely on my hearing soaking move. I had to feel his ki move at me. This is not the first official Genbukan video about this test. But what makes this video special is the reason Tanemura Soke told me to make it. He wanted me to tell people the secret point to my success is Genbari Masu, never giving up. Keep going with your best. I am 73 years old. Physically, I am way past my prime. However, the best way to keep the ability to do something is to keep doing it. The Buddha said, victory comes to those who persevere. Takamatsu Sensei said, Bufu Ikan. I hope you take Soke's message to keep going to heart. And now I'd like to share with you the Renshi test of my student Sean Fry.